You want to go to Crandall with me tomorrow?
Yeah, we can go to Crandall.
You want to go with me?
Yeah, we can go to Crandall.
Okay.
Hey, y'all. I know some of y'all wondering why I posted what I posted just then. On this video, you looking at a very well, highly educated black woman. I stay out of trouble. I try to mind my business. And I just stay away from situations that cause conflict. And my daughter was sideswiped on the highway. She called me. I'm on the phone and she's saying that I'm in the left lane and this woman won't stop. This woman won't slow down. So we jump in the car to go meet my daughter because technically she was about 20 minutes away, but we got there in about 9. So you know how fast we were going. And when we get there, I asked the woman for her insurance. And she said, no, I'm not giving you nothing. And I said, yeah, you going to give it to me. You was involved in an accident. And by law, you have to exchange information. I ain't got to give you nothing. And she just started walking off. And she was, you know, saying stuff under her breath. So I walked over to her and I said, what you say? And she put her hand in my face and she called me a nigger. At that moment, Peter came out. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Because I was finna beat all the brown, blue, orange, purple, yellow, every orange, whatever color she had on her. I was finna beat it all up off of her. Because you're not going to disrespect me in front of my children and my grandchildren. That will get a hat brought to you that you won't ever get a chance to take off. And then she told me, come on. See, and let me tell you again, I'm an educated, highly educated, and sophisticated black woman. I am mixed. I have multiple races in me. I think I just talked about that earlier this morning. Unfortunately, this is one test I just didn't pass because I was going to beat the red up off her hair today. So I didn't pass it. Don't feel bad about it because I'm tired of people disrespecting and feeling like they can get away with it. Certain things you just not going to do to me. You're not going to do to my family. It's just not going to happen. I don't care, saved or not. You're just not going to do it. You're not going to disrespect me. You're not. You're not. And then I told her, I wouldn't have never got upset, riled up, and ready to push her fat butt in front of that diesel truck. Every time I seen one come, I was like, I'm a pusher. I was hot. I was ticked. I'm not lying. God, forgive me for that thought. But them other thoughts to beat her into that ground, I'm not asking for forgiveness for that. I ain't. And I said, if you hadn't called me out my name and put your hand in my face, I wouldn't have almost beat the living hell up out of you. She looked at me and said, you know what? You right. No. We was arguing, exchanging words. And she said, I'm not, because she called me a nigger. I called her a cracker. She said, I'm not a cracker. I'm a redneck. And I looked at her, I said, so am I. And she looked at me like, yeah, I'm part of you. I'm a redneck too. My grandmother was full-blooded with a hen of white. My great-grandmother. So I'm your sister on the cool. With a drop of black blood in me. I am. Her whole demeanor changed. And then she said, I'm sorry. I did do that. I shouldn't have called you out your name. Can I explain what happened? Sure. And she asked me to forgive her. It took all my might to say yeah and calm down for the rest of the time we was there. Because I had to turn that cheek. Because I wanted to hit hers and show her how big it gets swole. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah, God gonna have to work with me on that one. Yeah. Because I don't disrespect anyone. Neither do I intentionally come. I know I have a demeanor about myself where when I come, it's kind of like authoritative, or it's kind of like I demand, my presence. When I come, my presence, and I don't mean it in harm in it, but my presence kind of demand, respect or whatever it may be. But I just carry myself that way because I know what I deserve and I know what I give. I respect you the same way that I'm going to get that same respect. I treat you the way that I want to be treated. So when I come into the presence of an environment, I come and I'm confident in myself. And I guess that either offends people, make them feel some type of way or whatever. But I'm not going to dummy down who I am and my confidence in who I am just to raise you up to a standard to make you equal with me. I'm going to need you to check yourself at home or whatever you got to do to get your attitude, get your self-esteem or whatever where it need to be. So I guess when I came, I don't know what it was, but I looked at her after we started talking. I said, that's my car you hit. That's my car. So I'm letting you know I got a personal interest in this accident. You hit my car. And she said, oh, my husband seen the accident and he left her. Her husband left her after she had an accident. They let you know that she wasn't right. But all I gotta say that if you ever call me out my name, don't expect no kind of response with that. My name not Jesus. No. My name is Veronica. I am the mother of 4 adult children. I have 2 grown daughters. I have 2 grown sons. I am the grandmother of 5 granddaughters and 1 grandson. And you will not ever disrespect me nor call me out of my name in front of my children or my grandchildren. I will carry myself to the highest esteem as an example for them, but I will also be an example of whooping your butt if I have to. I am so ticked off right now, and it's just hard for me to come down from where I am because I can't believe that this racial discrimination still is going on, and people are steady turning a blind eye to this apparent racial discrimination against African Americans, and you want us to back down on reparations and all this other stuff when we speak about slavery. I don't dwell on that because it is what it is. It happened, and I trust and believe God that He gonna reprimand whatever it is needed for my family. But at the same time, you can't say that you don't owe me for what you have done to my ancestors. But what bothers me is that you have the nerves or the audacity to think that you're going to call me out of my name, a word that you call my ancestors, and get away with it today. Today. Girl, you almost made your maker today. And I ain't gonna lie. Oh my God. This broad called me a nigger. You was wrong, and you felt justified to call me a nigger simply because you were asked to right or wrong. See, that's what's wrong with some of these generations now. Some of these people nowadays, not just. She said she wasn't white. She said she was a Native American, an Indian. So I don't care what race you are. I don't care what nationality you are. It's a problem in human race right now. When people are wrong and they don't want to accept the fact that they have done something wrong and apologize and make it right. People have a problem with apologizing and making things right, and then try to make the person that was not wrong feel like they did something wrong. No. 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 I'm going to let y'all go so I can try to wind down, so I can try to go to sleep, so I can pray about this, so I can work with my spirit with this. Like my sister mad to tell you, sometimes when I get it, I get Peter. You remember when Jesus was in the Garden of Gethsemane and Judas betrayed him? And that guard came and grabbed Jesus, and Peter sliced that ear off, and Jesus had to put it back on his ear. Yeah, I have a Peter spirit, and I really try to calm that, and I try to tame that, and I try to control that, because when I see wrong, I deal with it. But I know it's a way to deal with things, and everything don't always result or have to result in a battle reaction or a fight reaction or a comment reaction. Sometimes it requires you to be quiet, or you work in to pray, do different things. So I'm trying to grow my young Peter into the wise Peter. When Jesus said, "Do you love me?" and he said it 3 times. And Jesus restored him. See, I'm trying to get there, okay? So, everybody, we all have room for improvement. And that's just one mind. You're not going to disrespect me and think that it's okay, and it do not be addressed. It ain't going to happen. I don't care who it is. Oh, my goodness. She called me a nigger with that heroin mess in the side of your lip. I started to make them tell them to give her a drug test. With your dilated eyes. Girl. Okay. I'm going to try to calm down. Yeah. I'm going to try. Y'all have a good evening.